join your hands. Close your eyes. We'll start with the Navkar mantra chanting. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panch Namokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Parimam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Parimam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Parimam Havai Mangalam, Parimam Havai Mangalam, Parimam Havai Mangalam. बोलो आदिनाथ भगवान की जय, आचार्य मानतुंग जी महाराज की जय, श्री भक्तांबर महास्तोत्र की जय, जिन शासन जिन देव जी की जय, 24 तीर्थंकर भगवान की जय. Okay, everyone. So let's start with the session. We chose for 1 to 5. That was Anvi for shloka 1 to 5.
Do you see them here?
No. Oh yeah, she's here. Anvi.
It's Anvi, right? Ashiji, it's Anvi?
Anvi Shah.
Okay, 1 second. There you are.
Okay.
Anvi, please go ahead. Everybody follow along with Anvi.
They're twin sisters, so they both are going to recite today. Amya and Anvi.
Okay.
1 minute. Let's see. Bhaktamar Pranapamuni Mani Prabhana Mujotakam Dalita Papatamo Pitanam Samyak Pranamya Jinapadayukam Yugada Alampanam Pavachale Patatam Jananam Sanstuta Sakalavanmaya Tattva Bodha Dudabhuta Bhuti Patubi Suralokanatai Stotra Jagat Jita Chita Hare Udare Stoshakila Hamapitam Pratanam Jinendram Budya Vinapi Vigudajya Padapita Sofam Samudya Matarbi Kataproham Panam Vihaya Jalasam Sitamimbu Bimba Manyaka Ichati Janaha Sahasrami Vaktum Guna Guna Samudra Shashanka Kantam Kasya Shama Suraguru Pratimopi Budya Kalpanta Kala Pavano Dana Prachakram Ovatari Tumalaman Amunizim Bujayam सोऽहं ददाति तव भक्तिवशान्मुनीश कर्तुं स्तवन् विगतशक्तिरपि ब्रवीत प्रीत्यात् मे वीर्यमविचार्य मृगों विक्रेन्द्रं नाभ्यर्ति किं परिपालनार्थम्.
Very good. Thank you so much, Anvi. And your sister.
Next is Keval, right?
Next. Keval, yeah. Keval.
Keval, you're going to go for 6 to 10. Again, everybody fold your hands, follow along with Keval. You can also recite with your mute on.
Okay. I don't know. 16. We are not prepared yet.
Okay, no problem.
No
Anyone
problem.
else want to go for? Viha.
Sorry, who did you call on? Oh, Preksha
Priya.
is saying she can do it. Preksha is saying she can do it.
Okay.
Preksha, go ahead. 6 to 10.
अल्पश्रुतं श्रुतवतां परिहास्तां त्वद्भक्तिरेव मुखरि कुरुते बलान् मां यत् कोकिलमथ मधुरं विरोति चाम्रचारुकलिका निकरेकहेतु त्वत्संस्तवेन भवसन्तति सन्निबद्धं पापं क्षणक्षयमुपयति शरीरभाजाम् अक्रान्तलोकमलिनीलमशेषमाशु सूर्याञ्शुभिन्नमिव शार्वरमन्धकारम् वेतिनाथ तव संस्तवनं मयेद स्मारप्यते तनुधियापि तव प्रभावात् चितो हरिष्यति सता नलिनीतलेषु मुक्ताफल द्युतिमुपेति ननूगबिन्दु आस्तां तव स्तवनमस्तसमस्तदोषम् त्वत्सङ्कथापि जगदान् दुरितानि हन्ति दूरे सहस्रकिरण कुरुते प्रभेव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि विकासभाञ्जी नात्याद्भुतं भुवनभूषण भूतनाथ भूते पुनर्भुवि भवन्तमभीष्टवन्तः तुल्या भवन्ति भवतो ननु तेन किं वा भूत्या शतं यनात्मसमं करोति. Judgment.
Beautiful, Preksha. Thank you so much. Next, we have Kavya for 11 to 16.
Yes, I will unmute Kavya. Kavya, please go ahead.
दृष्ट्वा भवन्तमनिमेषविलोकनीयं नान्यत्र दोषमुपयाति जनस्य चक्षु पिपापया शशिखरा यतिदुःखसिन्धो क्षारं जलं जलनिधेरसितुं क इच्छेत् येषान्तरागरुचिभिः परमानुभृस्त्वं निर्मापितासि भुवनाय कलालभूत देवान्त एव खलु दिव्यनपृथिव्यं यते समानमपरं न हि रूपमस्ति वक्त्रं क्वते सुरनरोगरनेत्रहारी निशेषनिर्जगतधृतयोपमानं बिम्बं कलङ्कमलिनं कनिशेखरस्य यद्वासरे भवति पाण्डुकलाशकल्पं सम्पूर्णमण्डलशशाङ्ककल्प शुभ्रागुणासि भुवनं धवलङ्घयन्ति येषां श्रितश्रीजगतश्वरनात्म एकं कास्तानि वार्यति सञ्चारतु यथिस्तं चित्रं किमात्र यदि ते त्रिदशाङ्गनाभिर् नृतं मनगपि मनोन विकारमार्गं कल्पान्तकालमरुता चलिता चलेन किमन्दरात्रिशिखरं चलितं कदाचित् निधूमवर्ति अपवर्जिततेलपूरा कृत्स्नं जगत्त्रयमिदं प्रकटीकरोषि गम्यो न जातु मरुतं चलिताचलानां दीपोपरस्त्वमसि नाथ जगत्प्रकाश जय जिनेन्द्र
Thank you so much, Kavya. Can we see your face? You have a very melodious voice.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Beautiful voice.
Very
Loved
good.
your
Clap
voice.
everybody for so far, all three. Now we've got the fourth one. Very good job.
Deep and Shrey.
Fourth one,
Amazing.
yes,
Very good.
Deep and Shrey,
Um,
17 to 22.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me see them. Yeah, I don't think they are here yet. So we need volunteers for the next 17 to 22.
I think somebody was
Somebody who's
saying
not
in
done
the
it
chat.
before. Okay, I've got
Tanmay?
Arav
Raise your hands
volunteering.
over the
Arav,
screen.
go ahead.
Yeah, Tanmay was also saying in the chat.
16th. Bhaiya, is it from 16th through 20th?
17th.
17th.
नास्तं कदाचिदुपयासि न राहुगम्य स्पष्टीकरोषि सहसा युगपल्जगन्ति नाबोधरोदरनिरुद्धमहाप्रभावा सूर्यादिशायि महिमासि मुनीन्द्रलोके
Okay. Nityodayam
दयं
dalitamo.
दलितमोहमहान्धकारं गम्यं न राहुवदनस्य न वारिदानं विभ्राजते तव वपु
Vibhrajate tav mukhabjamanalpakanti vidyotaya jagad purva shashanka bimbam kim
शर्वरीषु शशिना हि विवस्वतावा युष्मन्मुखेन्दुदलितेषु तमस्सु नाथ निष्पन्नशाल्यमनिशाल्य निजीवलोके कार्यं कियज्जलधरे जरभारनम्रे ज्ञानं यथा
Kritavakasham
नैवं तथा हरिहरादिषु नायकेषु तेजस्फुरन्मनिषि यथा महत्त्वं नैवं तु काचित् शकले किरणाकुलेऽपि मन्ये वरं हरिहरादय एव दृष्टेषु येषु हृदयं त्वयि तोषमेति किं वीक्षितेन भवता भुवि येन नान्या कश्चिन्मनोहरति नाथ भवान्तरेऽपि
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you, Arav and Aparna both.
Yes.
Both.
Teamwork.
Very good.
Ashiji, back to you. Sorry, Ashiji, we had one more person we had called on yesterday. Anisha, I think it was the 10th or 11th, right?
Anisha for
One
6
Stotra
number
she
shloka.
did yesterday and one she was going to do today.
Yeah, today she has to recite 6 number shloka. Because
Okay, Anisha, number 6, please.
अल्पश्रुतं श्रुतवतां परिहासदामा त्वद्भक्तिरेव मुकरि कुरुते बलान्मा यत् कोकिलाखिलं मधुरं विरोधि तच्चामरचारुखनिकरे कहेत
very good,
Very
Anisha.
good. I love your voice.
Yeah, super cute.
Beautiful.
Thank you for adjusting your camera, Anisha. You look so cute.
Yeah.
God
And
bless
very,
you,
very
beta.
nice smile. Nice smile. Thank you.
Okay,
Did
Ashiji, back
we
to
call
you.
on Tanmay?
We've done for today for 4 volunteers.
Okay, because
we can call them on
he
next
had
Saturday.
told me in the chat long time ago that he wanted to do 1 through 5. So
We
when
can call them next Saturday. Ask
okay.
Tanmay, please do next Saturday 1 to 5.
Okay, Tanmay, is that okay? Okay, moving on.
All right. So before moving on, I want you all to clap for yourself because this week we're gonna complete 24 shlokas. It's a very,
Yeah.
very big achievement. Everyone, please give
Monument.
a big round of applause for your own self for devoting so much of your time. Very good job.
You know what that means? We are halfway there.
I'm so proud of each one of you. I can't see you like all clapping. Please clap for yourself. It's an achievement for your own.
Pat yourself on the back too. Give yourself your credit. Lots of hard work. You guys are like sponges. You guys are learning very quickly.
And for those who have joined recently, so you also deserve big round of applause because you will be traveling halfway again. Like, so very good. And we welcome you all on this
Yes.
excellent journey, and I hope you all will like it. Moving ahead, yesterday we talked about 22nd till 22nd shloka. So today's both the shlokas, they focus on the appreciation and virtues of Lord Adinath. Now you might be wondering like, okay, the entire stotra is based on devotion, virtues, and appreciation. So why these shlokas are very special? So you'll get to know when we'll move further to the meaning. Okay, for 23rd shloka, what can you observe in this picture? Anyone?
Yeah, I'm unmuting Kriti. Kriti, go ahead.
So I observed there is Adinath Bhagwan, and then there is some people who are like who are like praying to Adinath, and there is Manatunga ji that he's writing Bhaktamar, and I can see a bull with a man fell down, and I can see a bull who is like I think meditating, and his power.
What is that light emitting?
Fire.
From his... Okay. Thank you. Anyone else has a different observation?
So I'm going to unmute Anvesha. Anvesha, please go ahead.
So I can see that Adinath Bhagwan is sitting on a lotus, and Acharya Manatungaji is writing Bhaktamar. There is also monks praying to Arihanta Bhagwans, and on the bottom of the picture there is a person meditating, and I think he's going to moksha. And on the side of him there is a cow. There's a man on a cow that is falling off.
Why do you think that cow, like that man, he's hit by the bull or something? Why he's lying down? What do you think? Okay.
I'll unmute
Do you
Divisha.
observe anything else near this person, like who is on the floor? Can you observe the few things that are around him?
There's a bull and a man falling down from the bull, and it looks like the person is going to move. He's going up.
Now can you see something else?
I can see a crown and like
Exactly.
a stick, and he has some type of rope in his hand.
Okay, very good. And what is this figure? The white figure, what does it represent?
A soul.
Okay. And why is it above the head of this person who is meditating?
He's going to moksha.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you so much. So here we have main important things, as this is like group of monks who are praying. And then there is some fire or some kind of light emitting from the person who is meditating. And then there is some soul, and the king looks like he's a king because he has a crown. So he's fallen on the ground with the bull. So now let's move further to know what is actually happening. But before that, let's cover the pronunciation. Sorry. So first word is Twamamananti. Twam plus Amananti. Twam plus Amananti. So you will see in both these shlokas, 23rd and 24th, you will see the usage of Twam multiple times. So Twam is generally used for like to you. Just like to your elders, you say aap in Hindi, and tu, like tu to the younger people and aap to the elder people. But here we are using tu, means Twam, to Lord Adinath, tum. So we'll see like why we are using it. Twam plus Amananti means believe. Amananti. Munayah. Munayah. So Muniha originally means monks, but in this context, they mean the learned ones who have greater knowledge. Munayah. Paramam. Paramam means supreme or the ultimate one. Pumansah. Pumansah. Pumansa means body or personality, or as you saw in the picture, so in this context, it means the soul which is residing inside the body. Pumansa. Next line. Maditya Varna Mamulan. So we'll break it. The original word is actually Aditya Varnam, and it's Pumansam. But since like when we'll join them together, so M will move on with the next word, which is Aditya Varnam. So it's Maditya Varnam. Aditya Varnam. Aditya Varnam means brighter than the sun. Plus Amalan. Amalan. Amalan means serene or pure. Amalan. Maditya Varnam Amalan. Maditya Varna Amalan. Next word, Tamasah. Tamasah. Pronounce it with me. Tamasah. I can't see lips moving here. Please pronounce with me. Tamasah means ignorance or darkness. Next is Parastat. Far away. Tamasah Parastat. Parastat. Maditya Varnam Amalan Tamasah Parastat. So I'll go over the two lines one more time. Twam plus Amananti, which will give you Twamamananti. Munayah. Munayah. Paramam. Paramam. Pumansa. Next word, Maditya, because M moved to the next word. Maditya Varna Mamalan. Now it will be Mamalan again. in this entire shloka, so you will see M also, like it's been shifted to the next word. It has to be with, like according to the actual word, it has to be with the original word, like Varnam, but it will shift to the next word because of some rules. So it's Maditya Varna Mamalan Tamasah Parastat 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 far away. Twameva. Again, you see Twa is used here. Twameva means only you. Twameva. Next, Samyak Upalabhya. Samyak means very well. Samyak Upalabhya. Upalabhya means attain. So when you will pronounce it, it would be Samyak Upalabhya. Little bit big word. Try to pronounce with me. Samyak Upalabhya. Attained very well. Jayanti. Jayanti. Jayanti means conquer. Jayanti. Mrityum. Mrityum. Mrityum means death. Mrityum. Twameva samyak upalabhya jayanti mrityum. You'll say R very, very small, like you don't have to put much pressure over it. It's mrityum. Next and last line, nanyaha. Nanyaha means any other. In the previous line, we were talking about only you, like only one person. And in the last line, we are talking about any other person. Nanyaha, Shivaha. So Shiva originally means the Shiva god, but in this context, it means like well-wisher. Shivaha, Shiva Padasya, Shiva Padasya, Shiva Padasya means salvation. The path which is achieved by Shiva, salvation. Shiva Padasya, Munindra. Munindra means the Lord of Munis. Panthaha. Panthaha means path. Panthaha. Nanyaha. Shivaha. Shiva Padasyaha. Munindra. Panthaha. I'll go over the entire shloka. Make sure, I want to see all the lip syncing, pronouncing it with me. Twa mamananti, twa mamananti, munyaha, munyaha, paramam, paramam, pumansa, pumansa, maditya, maditya, varna mamalan, varna mamalan, tamasaha, tamasaha, parastat, parastat, twameva, twameva, samyak upalabhya, samyak upalabhya, jayanti, jayanti, mrityum, mrityum, nanyaha, nanyaha, shivaha, shivaha, shivapadasya, shivapadasya, Munindra Pantha. Pantha. Okay, so everyone please sing along with me, and then we'll ask one of you to sing. Tvamamananti munayah paramam pumansa madetya varnamamalan tamasa parastat त्वामेव सम्यगुपलभ्य जयन्ति मृत्युम् नान्या शिवपदस्य मुनीन्द्रपन्था त्वामामनन्ति मुनयः परमं पुमांसा मादेत्यवर्णममलन् तमसा परस्तात् त्वामेव सम्यगुपलभ्य जयन्ति मृत्युम् नान्या शिवपदस्य मुनीन्द्रपन्था त्वामामनन्ति मुनयः परमं पुमांसा मादित्यवर्णममलं तमसा परस्तात् त्वामेव सम्यगुपलभ्य जयन्ति मृत्युम् नान्या शिवपदस्य मुनीन्द्रपन्था. Is the pronunciation clear? Who wants to recite? Anyone volunteer to recite Shloka 23? Misha and Umang?
Sorry, Ashiki, who should I mute?
Can't hear, sorry.
Misha and Umang?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Misha and Umang?
Alright, there we go. Tvam amananti munaya paramam punansa madetya varnamamalan tamasa parastat tvameva samyagupalabhya jayanti mrityum nanya shiva padasya munindra panta.
Very good, very good. Okay, so as we notice in the picture as well, as I said, there is some fire, some soul emitting from it, and there's some person who is lying down. So what's happening here is Acharya Manatambaji, while he's praising, so first thing as I mentioned, like Tuam, so why we say Tu, like we are referring Tuam to Lord Adinatha. He's bigger than us, but still we are referring him as Tum instead of Aap. Why? So, okay, I want to know, like, who is bigger? The devotee is bigger or the God is bigger? And why? What do you think?
I'm going to unmute Krita. Krita, please go ahead and answer.
I think the God is bigger because the devotee might not know as much as the God. The God probably would have more knowledge. And like as an example, your teacher, if they teach you, so your teacher would be bigger than you. So same thing, the God would be bigger than the devotee.
Very good, very good. Anyone has a different point of view?
Yes, sir. I'm going to ask everybody to lower your hands and then raise your hand again if you have a different point of view.
Okay, is there anyone who believes like the devotee is bigger than God?
Okay. So, Only those people raise their hands if they believe that, so they'll call on you. Okay. Ask Akshay and Ronnie.
Yeah, so what I think is that the God is bigger, and there's many people on the side just praying to the God, and someone's meditating under the God, and Adinath Bhagwan is writing the Bhaktamar Stotra. And then I see some king with there's a stick falling and a rope, and his crown falling with the bull.
Okay. Okay. So is there anyone who believes like devotee is greater than the God?
I've got Kavya. Kavya, please go ahead. Miran.
Yeah. So I think the devotee is like, I think it's same as God, because like a devotee can also become God if it destroys all its inner negativities and it destroys all its pop and karma.
Very good. Very good. So yes, you cannot say like that God is greater, and you cannot say devotee is greater. Both are equal in some or the other way. There's the saying like, so God, where do God resides? Apart from temples, he resides in our heart. So if we can give like shelter to God, if we can let him reside in our hearts, so what does that mean? Like devotee's heart is so much big that he can occupy God also in it. So I'm not talking about like the size, but in a way, both are equal. So we cannot assume like one of them to be greater than the other one. So that's what like Adinath Bhagwan, Lord, sorry, Acharya Manatundaji is saying while praying that you are the master of all the monks. By monks, as I said earlier, I mean like the learned ones who are very knowledgeable people. So you are the master of all of them. And then not only your external personality, but your inner personality. That was the reference why that fire was used, and that inner personality was the soul. So Paramam Pumansa, as you can see in the first line, that is the ultimate personality, like the greater personality, and that personality is of Lord Adinath. So he's saying like not only is your external personality is great and impressive, but so is your inner personality too. So that, what does that mean? That means that your body and your soul both are very eminent and excellent. And in the second line, why he uses tamasaha parastat. So what does tamasaha means? Darkness, ignorance, but it has three meanings. So first is like the darkness. The another one is demerit, like the pakarm that we do, as Miran mentioned. And the third one is tamoguna, like the bad qualities. So he's saying like one who can conquer all these kind of ignorance is no one else can do that, only you can do it, since you are far more above than all these like mithyatva, the ignorance, darkness. You are the top superior one. So, and as we saw like that fire was emitting, like that light was emitting, so that is the representation of again like sun. So if you have seen, so sunset or sunrise, like the colors over there, so they have all the colors, and that combination of color is considered as the most beautiful colorful combination on this entire like universe. The combination emitting from the sun, be it sunset or sunrise, both are very unique in their own way. Even like in preksha meditation also, we tend to focus on like the rays of the sun, because those colors are very very attractive. So what is Acharya ji saying here? That you are that kind of sun which never sets down, and there is always light, like always beautiful colors around you. And why is that? Because Miran again mentioned like you have got rid of all kind of your karmas, all your Vedaniya karmas, all your Mohiniya karmas. So you have got rid of all those karmas, and that's why you are just shining and shining, right? And then last line when he says, so he means that what you are doing is you are showing the path to others. like through your enlightenment, the entire world is lightened up, and all you are doing is you are motivating others to follow your qualities. So overall, like he has mentioned, he has described the qualities of Lord Adinath as the one who is always enlightened and always like illuminating. And another quality, third quality that he has mentioned is Samyak Uplabha. So he is the one like who has overcome death also. God cannot die or God cannot be born again. Why? Because he do not have anything left. Like he has got rid of all his attachments and he's free from all of them. So, okay, sometimes what happens is like if you sleep or if you eat, the more you eat, the more you need energy to digest it, right? But God do not eat, God do not sleep. So he is full of energy. And where is he using that energy? He's using that energy to enlighten others, to motivate others, to provide knowledge to the other people. So that's the overall meaning of this shloka. So it's like one may try and other path of enlightenment, but Lord, the path that you have preached to all the human beings, and not to the human beings, to all the beings, to all the creatures, is the shortest, safest, and ultimately it is accepted by all. No one is denying that, okay, this is not the right path. So everyone accepts it and everyone follows that path. That's the overall meaning. Fourth number shloka. So in this shloka, basically, Acharya Manatungaji has woven a garland which is full of virtues of Lord Adinath. So while I'll move on to the pronunciation, I'll also explain the meaning along with it, and I want you to listen carefully. And in the end, I'll ask you all the qualities. So just note them down one by one as we move ahead. Okay. So first word is Twama Vyayam. Tvam plus Avyayam. Avyayam. Again, Tvam is used here, which means to you or you. And the first quality of Lord Adinath being mentioned here that he's eternal, he's immortal. Avyam. Twamavyayam. So Avyam is the first flower of garland that Acharya Manatungaji has made. And by that, he means like that Lord Adinath is immortal and he's imperishable. Just like Akshay means rice, which cannot be broken. So he is also immortal. Nothing else is imperishable like him, like men and nature. So there are other things which take birth and then they die. But Lord Adinath, he's eternal forever. Twamavyayam means you are immortal. Second, Vibhum. Vibhum means potent. Vibhum. Vibhum means potent. Or you can say universal also. So that is the second flower in the garland, that Lord Adinath is universal. But why? Because he is accepted by everyone and he's respected by not only by like normal human beings, he's respected by each and every creature on this earth. Because if you know that Lord Shiva, he's also being compared with Lord Adinath. Like they both are similar, kind of an avatar. Vibhum, Twamavyayam, Vibhum. Third is Achintayam, means unthinkable or unimaginable. Achintayam. Achintayam. For him, nothing is impossible, like what he can do. So nothing can be said or thought about it. So he is unimaginable. So Acharya Manatungaji is saying your greatness is urgentyam, your greatness is unthinkable, unimaginable, and inexpressible. Plus asankyam. Asankyam means numerous. So that is the fourth flower in the garland. Innumerable. So Acharyaji is saying that Lord, you are innumerable beyond numbers. I cannot count your virtues. Like you have so many virtues that I cannot count it. And nobody is capable of expressing your qualities. Because your virtues are not limited to any number. So when you will combine both of them, it would be Chintya Masankhya. Chintya Masankhya. So you will see here, like it's repetition over here that M, it was in the next word, but it was shifted to the previous word because all of these are in the accusative case. So that's why it's Chintya Masankhya. Next is Madhyam, but since M was shifted to the previous word, it's Adyam, means pioneer. So that's the fifth flower in the garland. Adyam means pioneer. So he's saying, Lord, you are the pioneer. You are the first Tirthankar, first king, and also you are the first initiator. So you are the one who has initiated each and everything. Adyam, Tvamavyayam, Vibhuma, Chintya, Masankhya, Madhyam. So when we'll pronounce it, we'll not pronounce it as Adyam. It will be combined. So it's Madhyam. Next line. Brahmana. Brahmana means Lord of creation. Brahma is considered in Hindu religion, and he's considered as the Lord who has created everything. But here, Adinath is also considered as the one who has created this entire universe. Brahmana. Mishwara. Mishwara. So Mishwara, again, it's Brahmanam and then Ishwara. Ishwara means God. And that is the seventh flower in the garland, God. Here, God is just not like the one who listens to us. He's like who has the potential to do something, not do something, and like doing something. It's like to do, not do, and for sure doing something. Unbelievable. So Ishwar has the power to turn a worthy person into worthless and a worthless person into worthy person. Like he can do anything and everything. And if we do not want to do anything, so he will not do nothing. It's like that, like vice versa. So he's saying, Lord, you are Ishwar because you have reformed and restructured this entire society. Moreover, you have created a great evolution in which we all are part of it. Brahmana, Mishwara, Manantam. So again, M was in the previous one. It's Anantam. But when we'll pronounce it, it would be Manantam. Means infinite. That is another virtue of Lord Adinath. So he's saying, Acharyaji is saying, you are infinite. You have infinite knowledge. You have infinite perception, bliss, and power. Manantam. Manantam. Next word, Ananga Ketum. Ananga Ketum. So that is the ninth flower in the garland that Acharya Mantungji has added while talking about the virtues. Now why? So as we discussed in the previous shloka that Ketu, because of Ketu and Rahu, there is eclipse, and be it like sun's light or moon's light, it do not we cannot see it like properly. The sun and moon are eclipsed by Ketu and Rahu. So in this context, what he's saying is like you are like Ketu for the destruction of Kamdev. Like whenever we have the feeling of lust or we want to achieve like any other pleasure, so it nullifies that effect, those feelings, and help us to grow spiritually. Like it channelizes our feeling from downward to the upward side. So you are like Ketu for the destruction of Kamdev. Anang Ketum. Anang Ketum. Brahmana Mishwara Manantam Manantam Anang Ketum. Anang Ketum. Brahman Mishwara Manantam Anang Ketum. Third line, Yogishwaram. Yogishwaram. Yogi plus Ishwaram. Yogishwaram means you are the Lord of the yogis. So this is another flower in the garland that we'll add. Why he's saying that you are the Lord of yogis? Because like this is a fact. Even like in Bhagavad Gita, so Lord Rishabdev is described as Avadut Yogi, like the one who has renounced the entire world. And we all know that's why he became liberated, right? So that's why he's referred to as a Lord of the yogis. And also Lord Rishabdev, he was the knower of all the yoga practices, like spiritual yoga practices. There are recent ones that have recently been introduced. But the spiritual practices, he was aware of all of them. And among yoga also, he was the pioneer. Like he was the first one who initiated it. So that's why he's referred here as Yogishwaram. Vidita. Vidita means plentiful. Yoga. Vidita Yoga. Yogishwaram. Vidita Yoga. Yoga means joining together. Manek Mekam. So again, Manek plus Ekam. This is the 11th flower in the garland. So far we have discussed about 10 virtues. Manek Ekam. So what is he saying? You are Anek, like one as well as many. So there is like one of those sutra, which is Gyata Sutra, and in which like someone asked Mahavir, Lord Mahavir, that you are one or many. So at that time Mahavira replied that I am one as well as many. Manek Mekam. Manek Mekam. So what does one as well as many means? One soul, but present in many beings, many creatures in the different form. So that's why he's saying, Lord, you are many as well as one because you are a liberated soul. Manek Mekam. Manek Mekam. Yogishwaram Vidita Yoga Manek Mekam. Last line. Jnana. Jnana means knowledge. Swarupam means form. Jnana Swarupam means you are the embodiment of knowledge. Jnana Swarupam. Our body do not know anything, but our soul knows everything. So since Lord Adinath is the liberated soul. He's the pure soul. He knows he has attained like enlightenment. So he has immense knowledge, wisdom, and power into him. That's why he's referred to as Jnana Swarupam, embodiment of knowledge, form of knowledge. Amalam, we discussed previously as well, means pure. Amalam, that is another flower in the garland of virtues. That Lord Adinath is pure, immaculate, and enlightened. Because why? Because he has destroyed all the dust and dirt of all the karmas. Amalam. Next word, Pravadanti. Pravadanti. Santaha. Santaha. So Pravadanti means it is being said by whom? By the monks. And monks again means the learned ones. So I'll go over the words again of entire shloka. Twamavvyayam. Twamavvyayam. So you will put little bit pressure on av and then vyayam. Twamavvyayam. Vibhuma. Achintyam. Asankyam. It will give us Chintya Masankhya. Chintya Masankhya. Madhyam. Madhyam. Brahmana. Brahmana. Mishwara. Mishwara. Mananta. And then M. Manantam. Anangaketum. So we'll do the shifting. It would be Mananta, Manangaketum. Brahmana, Mishwara, Mananta, Manangaketum. Yogishwaram, Yogishwaram, Yogi plus Ishwar. Vidita, Yoga, Manekam, Manekam. Jnana, Jnana Swarupa, Jnana Swarupa. Mamalam, Mamalam. Pravadanti, Pravadanti. Santaha, Santaha. I hope it's clear. Please recite with me. Twamavyayam vibhumacintyamasankhyamadhyam brahmanamishwaramanantamanangaketum yogishwaram viditayogamanekam Jnana Swarupamamalam Pravadanti Santaha Twamavyayam vibhumacintyamasankhyamadhyam brahmanamishwaramanantamanangaketum Yogishwara viditayogamanekam Jnana Swarupamamalam Pravadanti Santaha Twamavyayam vibhumacintyamasankhyamadhyam brahmanamishwaramanantamanangaketum Yogishwaram viditayogamanekam Jnana Swarupamamalam Pravadanti Santaha. I hope the pronunciation is clear. Anyone wants to give a try?
I have Krita. She wants to try. And then I have a couple of questions. So we'll do that one by one. Krita, go ahead.
Jai Jinendra. Tvamyavayam vibhuman achintyam asankyam madhyam brahmanamishvaramanantama nangaketum yogishvaram viditi yogamanekam jnana swarupamamala pravadanti santa.
Very good, Krita. You have separated each and every word very nicely. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Questions?
There's one question. What is the meaning of shloka number 23?
23?
Oh,
Yeah.
like the
Okay.
Was
use
please
or
asking that question.
Let me go back to 23 then. Okay. So as I mentioned, like in this shloka, there are three qualities of Lord that has been highlighted here. Firstly, like he's compared with the sun. Why? Because just like the way the sun shines and it emits like all its rays and then provides the light. So in the similar way, like Lord Adinath provides a light of enlightenment to all of us. And he's kind of a sun. He's brighter than the sun actually, and he never fades down. So the other thing, tamasa parastat. So he is here referred to as one who has shed off all his karmas, and then he has crossed the level of ignorance and darkness. He has become liberated. Why? Because he has shed all the karmas. And the third one is paramam pumansa, means he is a very ultimate, a very great personality. Again, because of the fact that he's far away from all the cycle of rebirths, like death and birth. As you can, someone pointed out, like there is this, like on the bull, there is this person who is Yama. So yeah, he do not have any fear of birth or death because he is free from all kinds of attachment. So basically, in this shloka, Acharya Manatunga Ji is saying that you are the master of all the monks, and upon lots of thoughts and hypotheses that have been formed by you. So, like we, all the scholars, so as I said, like monks means the learned ones, they have finally concluded that you are the only preacher who of Keval Jnana, and you have ultimate enlightenment, which means like Paramam Pumansa, and hence you are Param Purusha, like the supreme soul. So yeah, that's like the main meaning of it. And basically in this, like in the previous shlokas, Acharya Manatungaji has made a lot of comparison, but in this he is focusing on more on the qualities and virtues of Lord Adinath. Is it clear?
Yes, Ashiji, go ahead with the rest of the thing. And Swasti also replied, yes, thank you.
Okay. Yes. So observations.
Amiya, please go ahead.
So I observe that it looks like there's some babes like worshiping Lord Adinath, and they're also normal people, and it looks like they're saying like mantras in his praises. And remember, you told us about the metaphorically the garland of virtues. It looks like he made the garland of virtues, and they're like and the people are saying that his like really good virtues. And I guess they're trying to say that like all creatures bow down to him, because it also shows devs and normal human beings bowing down to Lord Adinath.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very rightly mentioned out that these all like the waves that you can see. So it's a garland of virtues. Can anyone like pronounce these? What is it written here? Maybe someone from India. What is it written?
Mahavir, Neminath, please go ahead. Okay. Preksha, go ahead.
I don't really know what it says.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Vidhi.
Actually, I see Lord Adinath here, Bhagwan, and I guess
No,
some.
can you read this? Like, can you read what is it written here?
आप अविनाशी आप विभु हो अचिन्त्य हो
Okay, let's do one by one. Sorry. Let's do one by one. First one is
आप अविनाशी हो.
okay, which means like the first word, the first flower that we put in the garland means avyam. Next one,
आप विभु हो.
yeah, that means vibhum. The second word, the second flower. Third piece,
अचिन्त्य हो.
very good, means achintyam, unimaginable, unthinkable. Next piece,
असंख्य हो.
very good, means innumerable. The fourth flower that Acharya Manatungaji put in the garland. Next,
आदि पुरुष हो.
Adi Purusho, very good. Adyam. Next piece,
ब्रह्मा हो.
Brahma ho means Brahma means the Lord of the creation who has created everything. Good.
ईश्वर हो.
Ishwar, that was again the next word. Brahmanamishwara.
अनंत हो.
Anant means infinite. Very good.
काम विजय हो.
Anangaketu. Very good.
योगीश्वर हो.
Mm-hmm. Means yogis, the Lord of the yogis.
चिज्ञानमय हो.
Very good. Means Gyan Sarupa, embodiment of knowledge, form of knowledge.
परम निर्मल हो.
Param Nirmal means Amalam, pure, serene.
अनंग केतु हो.
Yeah, like Ketu, who is the destroyer of Kamdeva. Very good. So these are all the virtues in Shloka 24 that Acharya Manatungaji has mentioned. And anyone can see like why there are so many people. Like what is their significance? Not all the people are of the same level.
Got only Avni, go ahead.
So they are all there because they are all praising Adinath Bhagwan. They're like saying Adinath Bhagwan's praises, and that's why like it's showing, and all of the like devs are there because they also want to praise Adinath Bhagwan.
Very good, very good. And there is another thing that, as I mentioned, like Lord Adinath Bhagwan is accepted by everyone and in all religions. So that's why you can see like there are Devis, and then there are lay people over here, and then there is like some other group of people. So overall, like through this shloka, Acharya Manatungaji is trying to highlight the virtues, and then along with it, what he's saying is like, so just like alphabets, we have alphabets, right? And innumerable words can be derived from those alphabets, like even from if you'll join like few things, so you will like rearrange them and make multiple words. But Lord Adinath's, like the virtues that he has, so they are uncountable, they are innumerable. Just like the alphabets and consonants, if you'll join them all together, so many words can be formed. And similarly, with the virtue of Lord Adinath, like there, it's inexpressible, that cannot be counted in numbers, like that counting is beyond reach, it's infinite. So the main purpose of this shloka is basically to highlight the virtues of Lord Adinath. And what we are doing is by praying it, like when we have woven all the virtues in the garland, and if we'll wear that in our neck, so that is like, okay, that is there in the 40th shloka as well. But these garlands, and if we will, apply them in our own life also, so we will also aspire to become like Lord Adinath. So that is the main aim of this shloka. I hope the meaning is clear to everyone. And there is one more, like there is, I read somewhere, like there is a story associated, like not a story, but it's an example. So what happens is, like once there was a beggar, and then someone like, so he was begging, and then there come a man. He was in his car, and he just like got down, and he gave him 100 rupees or $100. So then the beggar said that, like, please do not give me this much, save some for yourself. Have you ever seen like any beggar who will be saying that, okay, do not give me 100, like keep some for you and then give me like less? Generally, what happens is, if you'll give 100, so they will ask for like more, 200 or something like that. But no. So why it happened? Because then, like that man asked him, like, why are you saying that? Why you are not accepting all the money? So he told him that, okay, once I was also a rich and filthy man like you, but I spent like all my income unknowingly, and I just gave it to other people unconsciously. So what happened is, like his money got finished, like got over, whatever the wealth that he accumulated in the past years, it got all wasted. So what is Acharya Manatungaji trying to refer from this story is, like we should think before making any action, like in our practical life also. If suppose if we are just making expenses but not earning anything, so we should be very thoughtful about it. And then there comes the concept of non-possession also, like we should limit ourselves with limited number of possessions. We should not be materialistic in this world. And once you will be free from all these materialistic things, that will be one of the way to attain liberation. Then only you can become like Lord Adinath. Okay.